Coach, disappointing result over the weekend, but another lively training session today, and it seems like energy is still high. Just talk about that camaraderie and chemistry in the locker room right now.
Well, look, I think that there's no denying it. It's a tough spell. It's a tough spell for everyone. Everyone's disappointed. It's a horrible feeling. It's been a tough season. But one thing's for sure, underneath the results, one thing that I can't ask any more from the players is their work ethic. They haven't stopped. They show up every Monday morning. Their attitude towards what we're doing, towards wanting to improve, as tough as it's got, they've constantly put it in and stuck together. And I think today was another example of that. Coming off a difficult weekend. And the run we're on this morning was positive. The meeting, we had a meeting this morning. It was very, very, very productive. And as you see, the training today it's crazy, really. The situation we're in and the players are training the way they are. It's certainly good to see.
And like you said, the energy's still up. This group is still positive. As a manager, how great is it to see that, despite the results, this team is going to fight for every single minute out there?
Yeah, it's important. I feel like we are building a behind the scenes a very, very strong and a good culture. We are putting that in place. It's been a season long's worth of work, and it's sort of testament to the players really, and now they're taking to it, and I think it shows days like today are, on the run we've had, the players are still coming in and addressing the issues and sticking together and being accountable and working the way they're working. So it's good. It's a good sign.
And let's talk about that process a little more. Obviously, everyone would like the results to come quicker, but brand new coaching staff, 17 new players. It's going to take time for this rebuild to really take shape. How is that rebuild coming along right now?
Well, I think it's obviously it's been a tough year. I think there's no going to be no excuses from me. There's no hiding behind anything. I think we're all pretty clear that we the whole club, everyone, we're all clear. Myself, the staff, players, upper management. We're all one thing's for sure. We're all very, very clear about what we're doing, where we're headed, the areas we need to address. Now, unfortunately, in a league like this, in a salary cap league, where it's not so easy to make changes and progress things so quickly, we almost feel it's such a frustrating period because we know what we want to do, we know what we need to do. It's just we can't do anything just yet, and I think. Underneath it all, underneath the difficult results, there have been positive signs. We have been, and I think what we need to remember is we are, we came in and we're rebuilding a team. We're rebuilding a team. We're not taking over a team that was at the top of the league, and we've taken them back. We've taken over a team that's down the bottom of the league, and there's a lot of work needed in terms of changing the squad that was in place, that was at the bottom of the league, changing the squad, changing the playing style, changing the culture, changing the staff. It's just been it's not a quick process. It's not something that can happen overnight. I think the biggest thing is the amount of time in terms of being able to change the playing squad in MLS. It takes time. So, but one thing's for sure. Like I said, the whole club, everyone's working 24/7. We are very clear on the areas that we need to address, and everyone. I think we've got all our scouts all over, around Europe. In MLS. I speak with Porig every single day. We couldn't be more clear about what the issues are and what we need to address. And the reality is, as frustrating as it is, we can't. It just takes time because we can't make changes so quickly. So it's a tough and look, none of this is none of this is an excuse. It's tough for the fans. It's tough for everyone involved. I'm certainly not hiding behind any excuses, but one thing's for sure: we know exactly what we're doing. We know exactly what we need to do, and we know it's so frustrating because we know what we need. It's just going to take time.
Like you said, there was a lot of work that needed to be done, and one of those things was this team used to be outpossessed for the majority of games. That's changed now, including when you guys were at LAFC. I don't think too many people have said you're going to outpossess LAFC at their place. How much confidence does that give you guys as a team, knowing that you are able to play with some of the best when you're away, but now you're coming home to face them?
I think it's good. I think, you know, we've when we came in, it's been we wanted to change the playing style. I think we're definitely, we've done that. We're on the way to doing that. Again, a lot of these things get clouded by the results. We've changed formation, but we haven't changed the style. I think we went maybe the first 9 or 10 games. We never ever got above 50%. We never even got close to coming close to opposing teams. I think now in the last 7 or 8 games. We've of the last maybe 8 or 9 games, we've had 6 games in there where we've outpossessed teams, and we've also done it. And a couple of those games we haven't had 11 players. So I think it's a really significant sign for us. It's something that we're pleased about, and we also know we're doing it we're missing players, we're missing attackers, and we're missing players in an area of the pitch where we all know we need to improve, but we're still able to go into games and try and play the right way. Saturday against Seattle was not the case. We were disappointed. It was a tough game. However, the last time we went to LA, I thought we played very well. I think it was a game, for anyone who watched the game, we played extremely well. We did outpossess them, and we actually created probably the better chances of the game. And I think that game probably highlighted our season in the sense that we've played well, we've created good chances, we haven't been able to capitalise on those chances, and then we've been we've come unstuck against some real quality at the other end. So again, this game now, the lads have trained incredibly well today. I know we'll go into the game with the right mindset, and it's a game that we're looking forward to.
Page has been turned from Seattle. You have a Western Conference foe and LAFC coming to town. You guys fighting for contracts next season, roster spots this year, and then you're back at home in front of the home fans. How big is Saturday going to be?
Saturday's massive. Saturday's to be honest, every game right now is huge for us. It's an opportunity for me to see a couple of players in that probably haven't had a lot of time. We have had, over the last 4 or 5 games, we have had one eye on next season. Since we were eliminated, we had one eye on next season, and so that's an opportunity for me to look at players, and we just have to see. In terms of we've had quite a few injuries recently, and it's just meant we've had to sort of tinker with the lineup. So we just have to see where we are leading into the week. But again, this has been, I would say, certainly for myself, for the players, staff, I think all of us really, it's been a really frustrating, tough time. And I think the biggest frustration is we know exactly what we need to do. It's just unfortunately it's going to take a bit of time until we can get there. And in the meantime, we have to keep digging in and putting in big performances. And we're desperate to do something and give the fans a team they're proud of. We are absolutely desperate. We will deliver it. We know we will. And we just got to get through this little period.